Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Sam. This is a different one for sure. So I'm currently on the way to California, stopped in Oklahoma at a supercharger, and I was like, you know what, there's no better time than the present to make an iOS 12.4 beta 1 video, because Apple surprised us with this one out of the blue. It is of course here to support the Apple Card when it launches later this summer, but alongside changes in the Wallet app, there are some other minor ones as well that I want to show you. If you're excited for this video, as always, drop a like down below. It seriously helps me out, helps me pay for this car, and of course hit subscribe so you guys always stay up to date on the latest Apple news. Let's go ahead and get started. This is iOS 12.4 beta 1. It is without question going to be the final update for iOS 12, and I honestly think it's a pretty good way to round out the release. iOS 12 has been all about small updates and changes, and that's what we're finding in iOS 12.4 so far. Starting off inside of the Wallet app, first time you launch it, if you don't really have anything in there already, there is a new launch screen, and it looks pretty nice here. I definitely have to say that I would be down to use Apple Pay if I had never used it before. When I saw this, it looks trustworthy. There's lots of colors going on here, and I'll leave links to where I found this down below in the description. This is courtesy of somebody over on Reddit. Next up, inside of the Wallet app here, you do have Apple Pay Cash, but with iOS 12.4, that is getting renamed to Apple Cash. And right off the bat for me, and I think a lot of you guys out there, it's not going to show. It will still remain card-wise Apple Pay Cash until you go in settings, disable it, delete it from your phone entirely, then re-enable it, type in your Apple ID and password, and then when I went back to the Wallet app, I saw just Apple Cash. So that is getting rebranded with the introduction of the Apple Card in iOS 12.4. And finally, Express Transit Card does now support credit and debit cards, so you can use that. I've never really messed with this feature, but it's there now in 12.4. Now, there's one final change in iOS 12.4 beta 1 that we know of so far, and it's probably my favorite of the bunch. If you have an iPhone with Face ID, the animation is just so much quicker. You can see when I'm opening apps here, there used to be a really big delay between when Face ID actually read your face, recognized it was you, and then authenticated you. Like, I don't know, the animation always felt like it held the entire process up. That's no longer the case. The animation happens, it's instant, and you pretty much are into the apps at the same time. Now, I have noticed while doing this, it seems like there's a bug where actually launching these apps initially takes a really long time, so I'm sure that will be worked out by the final release of iOS 12.4, but just a heads up, it's beta 1. Obviously, things are going to be cut off on screen, there are going to be some text glitches, and apps may load slower as of right now. But aside from that, battery life performance-wise feels pretty consistent with my experience on iOS 12 so far, and I would definitely say if you're into iOS 12 betas, like, this is pretty much like anything else we've used. And of course, the big change is coming later this year in summer when the Apple Card finally launches. That's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later when I am in Cali. Peace out.